So it's a time for Power Talk. We will have our today's Power Talk from one of our Indonesian colleagues. She will talk about period power, a story from Indonesia. Her name is Tunga Dewi. Tunga is with us today. She is a young speaker from Indonesia, and today she will talk about her experience, and she believes that the menstrual time should be free from stigma, inequality, and there needs to be a certain rights for menstrual time for the young and every woman. So Tunga, the floor is yours. Most welcome.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon from Ubud, Bali. Can everyone hear my voice?
Yes, we
And if
can.
the connection is good, and if the connection is good, I would face here, so I could virtually meet everyone. Great, thank you so much. So my name is Tunga Dewi. You can call me Tunga. Today I'm going to share some of my stories related to menstruation and how it was linked to the work that I'm doing right now in Indonesia. And I hope there's something from here that every one of you could be learn or become inspiration for continuing your amazing work. So I want you to take a journey to 17 years old ago, when I was still 11 years old. Yeah, so that was me in the picture when I was 11 years old. I just came back from school. I was still in my 6th grade, and I was surprised that there was some blood that I found in my underwear. So I talked to my mom, and my mom gave me a lot of things to do. But the most important thing that I really realized that actually she said that a ghost of a woman dressed in white will follow me if I did not wash my single-use pads every time I finish using it. So of course, my 11 years old me was very scary of it. So I did washing that for many years. But the most important thing that I learned from my first period experience, that it somehow taught me that first, I cannot do a lot of usual activities. I cannot cut my nails. I have to collect my hair when it falls and put it in a bag. And the second, it's also taught me that I'm dirty. I cannot pray. I was born and raised in Muslim family. I do fasting once a year, and I cannot do that if I'm having my period. And also, when my period finishes, I have to do the deep clean to make me sacred again and can do the 5 time prayers again. And the last thing that my mom told me that I'm now already an adult, that I have to carry my own responsibility for any mistake that I made. Next, please. If we try to understand the scale of problem of menstruation and sexual reproductive health and rights, we could see that the latest research from Burnett Institute, WaterAid, and Aliansi Remaja in Indonesia estimated that around 6 million of 25% of adolescents in Indonesia never talk about their period before they had it for this time. So they haven't have prepared or aware what will be happen to their body. And unfortunately, misunderstanding about menstruation and sexual reproductive health is also still occur in adult women, that it could limit their decision making for their own body and as well compromising their own health. this has led us to conduct a research project in 2018 when I was working at Copernic, a local NGO in Bali, Indonesia. So together with Simavi, a Dutch-based organization working for public health, and a local NGO in East Nusa Tenggara Province, Ayo Indah, we created a project called The Perfect Fit to improve the menstrual health awareness in adolescents and adult women in the rural area of Ruteng, East Nusa Tenggara Province. And what we did was actually a very simple approach. It's not a rocket science. It's just leveraging the local resources to produce locally reusable pads. Next slide, please. So that's the locally reusable pads that we produced in a rural area of Flores. That's the second least developed region in Indonesia. So we did a lot of woman-centered design with the people there and using locally available material. And the most importantly, we use that product as an entry point to educate about menstrual and sexual reproductive health and rights to the local women there. We found it's much easier to use such a simple and locally sourced product to speak or open up the conversation about this issue, as this is still very taboo to talk about this topic, including me in my family. Last year, when the pandemic hits, and I was having more and more time to just stay at home and then try to focus what I want to do in life. So the Perfect Fit project is finished under the Green Challenges Canada, but I was feeling a lot of urge to actually make this bigger and to challenge the status quo and support young women to overcome the same challenge that I had, that lack of sexual reproductive health and rights education, lack of counseling and access to sustainable period product. So last year in the June 2020, I decided to take the lead to spin off the Perfect Fit project to be a social enterprise to serve not just women and girls in the small rural province in Indonesia, but for all, because I believe that sexual reproductive health and rights is for all women around the world, regardless where they are come from. And next, and I did that not just by myself. I did that with the 3 other amazing colleagues who has been working with me for the past 3 years, because I believe that to work with such a difficult issue, we have to really, really collaborate. So I'm glad that actually to find colleagues that has different expertise and skills to work together to improve the situation. And most of my colleagues also are the young people from Indonesia who has the same passion with me. So our mission of the Perfect Fit is to empower women and girls through access to eco-friendly products and education about their own body, health, and rights. And so we achieve this through 3 approaches. The first one is to provide comprehensive education on menstrual health and sexual reproductive health and rights. And the second is to bring safe and eco-friendly products. So we have developed reusable menstrual pads, and now we are developing period underwear. And the third is to sustain community movement that could support each other, because in such a taboo topic, we need a sustainable collaboration among everyone. So to end my talk today, I want to read a poem that I just made last night. It's my first time of writing a poem in English, so please bear me if there's some grammatically error as I will finish this and can't wait to hear any questions of you from you. So my period is coming soon. So this is the poem about it. Period power. You might think I'm insignificant, as I come only as little as 3 tablespoons each month. You might think also I'm uncomfortable, as I'm causing you pain, mood swing, and craving. But trust me, I come to you as blessings, because through me, you learn that you can take charge and do the work, but it is okay to slow down, even only for one day. Through me, you will learn that self-care is really important, and you need to be aware. Through me, you will learn the link of my occurrence with your overall sexual reproductive health and rights. So please trust myself. Trust me that I'm your dear friend. Trust me as guide to understand yourself more. And trust me, your full period. Thank you so much.
Wow, Tunga, thank you so much for sharing, ending that powerful presentation with such a beautiful poem. Hearing your story and what you've managed to set up and or run in Indonesia, which is highly needed, is such wonderful to witness. So thank you so much. I feel the love is coming in the chat from everyone. Feeling the inspiration and the beauty of what you've just shared.